Let's talk about the tech market, because right now, something really strange is happening. It feels like it's both the best of times and the worst of times all at once. To help us make sense of it, we're going to dive into an Insider's 2025 investor letter from Allied Venture Partners. It pulls back the curtain on a massive paradox that's defining everything.
And here it is, the paradox in a nutshell. It's truly a tale of two markets. In one corner, you've got AI startups getting handed giant checks and insane valuations, often before they've even built anything. And in the other corner, well, that's pretty much everyone else, and they're stuck in one of the toughest fundraising climates we've seen in a decade. It's a boom and a bust happening at the exact same time.
So why should we listen to what Allied Venture Partners has to say about all this? Are they the real deal? Well, let's do a quick, rapid-fire rundown of their scorecard. These numbers are going to show you exactly why their perspective is so valuable right now.
First off, the money. They've put more than $6.4 million of work since 2020, so they haven't been sitting on the sidelines. They've had serious skin in the game during this exact period of chaos.
And they've spread that capital across 24 different companies. That's really important, because it means they have a broad, panoramic view of what's happening, not just insights from one or two lucky hits.
And this number is the real kicker. It shows their discipline. In 2025 alone, they looked at over 1,700 potential deals. And how many did they invest in? Less than 1%. Not even 0.5%. We're talking 0.25%. That is surgical precision in a market that is just flooded with noise.
Okay, so now that we know who we're listening to, let's get to the heart of it. The letter lays out 5 massive red flags waving over this AI gold rush, and these are the kinds of warnings you probably aren't going to see in the splashy tech headlines.
Red flag number 1 is what they call the AI Valuation Paradox. And this quote from their founder, Matthew Wilson, just nails it. Basically, for a lot of these AI deals, it's not about what you've actually built or what your numbers look like. It's about where your company is located and how good of a story you can tell. And if you want to see that paradox in action, look at this. This is a real-world example they encountered. On the left, a San Francisco AI startup. No product, zero revenue. They raised $2.5 million at a $25 million valuation. On the right, a startup outside the Bay Area. They have a working prototype, 6 paying customers, and $10,000 a month in recurring revenue. They couldn't even get $500,000. It's absolutely wild.
Okay, red flag number 2 is a little spooky. They call it the 2021 vintage haunting. And to get it, we need to quickly define a key term, the cap table. It's nothing fancy, really. It's just a spreadsheet that shows who owns what percentage of a company. Simple, right? Well, it's about to get complicated.
And here's the haunting. Companies that raised a ton of money back in the crazy market of 2021 are now basically stuck. You could have a great company doing $2 million a year in revenue and find that no new investor will touch you. Why? Because that old valuation was so ridiculously high that any new money coming in would be a down round, and the old investors in the messy cap table make the company totally uninvestable. Its own history becomes an anchor.
Now for red flag number 3. This one is about a specific tool that founders use to raise money called a rolling SAFE. Now, unlike a normal funding round that has a clear start and finish, this thing lets founders just continuously accept checks whenever they can get them. It sounds great, super flexible, but it's hiding a dangerous trap. And this is that trap. It's a perpetual fundraising treadmill. Founders get stuck in this cycle of just raising enough money to survive for another month or two. So they spend all their time fundraising instead of actually building the business. They never get off the treadmill. They're just constantly scrambling for the next small check just to keep the lights on.
Red flag number 4 is just a brutal dose of reality. The letter points out that a lot of venture funds are actually having a hard time collecting cash from their investors, and that trickles down. VCs are making promises and then backing out of deals at the very last second. It's taught founders a really harsh lesson, summed up by this quote: "A promise of money means absolutely nothing."
And the last red flag, number 5, is this frenzy happening in what's called the secondary markets. The letter uses this brilliant metaphor, a Russian nesting doll of fees. An investment gets passed from person to person to person, and each one takes a cut. You've got management fees, broker fees, success fees. By the time it gets to the final investor, they are left with a tiny little piece of the company, but 100% of the risk. It's FOMO, fear of missing out, running wild.
Okay, so let's take a breath. After all those warnings, a broken market, ghosts, treadmills, broken promises, fee-stacking dolls, you'd think things are pretty terrible out there. But this is where the letter and our story takes a complete 180. It argues that all of this chaos is actually creating one of the biggest opportunities in years.
Which brings us to the big question, right? After hearing about all that dysfunction, you just have to ask, is the whole venture capital market just fundamentally broken?
And the answer, incredibly, is a powerful no. In fact, according to this letter, it's the exact opposite. Because of all the chaos, because everyone is chasing the same handful of AI deals, we're actually in one of the best times to invest in new technology in the last 15 years. Think about it. While the spotlight is over there, amazing, high-quality companies solving real-world problems are being completely overlooked and undervalued. It's a huge opportunity for anyone willing to ignore the hype.
So if the opportunity is so massive, how do you actually find it without getting burnt? Well, the letter doesn't just point out the problems. It ends by laying out a super clear, disciplined game plan for how to invest in 2026 and beyond.
And here's that playbook. And you'll notice it's really a return to the fundamentals. It says, focus on the boring but crucial infrastructure, not just the flashy apps on top. Back founders who actually know their industry inside and out, not just recent grads with a cool idea. Be disciplined on price. Don't overpay for hype. Support companies that use AI strategically to solve a real problem, not just as a buzzword. And then, when you find a company that's really working, double down and build a real stake in it. It's a strategy for long-term value, not short-term buzz.
Which kind of leaves us with this one final big idea to chew on. The whole market is split between the blinding light of AI hype and the shadows where everyone else is trying to build. And if this insider's perspective is right, the biggest prizes aren't in the spotlight at all. They're waiting in the shadows. So it makes you wonder, in a world that can't stop chasing hype, where is the real value hiding?